Scorpio, the secrets have been revealed. You are being watched, and a powerful shift is coming. Are you ready for the big event? This is not a coincidence. This message didn't find you by accident. You were led here by divine orchestration, through unseen hands and whispered signs, because your spirit is ready for truth. Not surface-level clarity, but the kind that transforms your timeline, your heart, and your very identity. Right now, the energy surrounding your chart is pulsing with spiritual tension and breakthrough. Something or someone has been watching you, not to harm you, but to observe your strength, your awakening, your becoming. What's coming next in your life is nothing short of divinely aligned intervention. And today, in this message, that truth is being unlocked. Scorpio, I want you to pause just for a breath and feel this moment. Because this is not just a horoscope. This is your soul's reminder. And if you've been feeling watched, sensed a strange presence around you, or experienced dreams that felt more like prophecies, you're not imagining things. You are being prepared for something greater than you know. In the astrological sky, Pluto's trine with the Sun reveals hidden layers and unspoken forces. Secrets are surfacing. Illusions are falling away. And you, Scorpio, are being positioned to receive spiritual intelligence that can change everything. But for this to fully unfold, your heart must be open, your intuition sharpened, and your faith steady. That is why this message found you. You've carried so much. Silent grief. Invisible battles. Unspoken prayers whispered at 2 a.m. And yet, here you are breathing, listening, showing up. That is not weakness. That is divine endurance. That is the kind of inner resilience that miracles are built on. Before we go any further, let me say this with all the reverence and sincerity you deserve. Thank you. Truly. For being here. For your presence. For every like, every comment, every subscription. You are not just supporting this message, you are keeping the spiritual frequency of this channel, Miracle of the Sign, alive. You are helping us spread light in a world desperate for healing. And that matters more than you know. Now, I encourage you to take an active step in anchoring this energy. Declare your readiness. In the comments, simply write, I am ready to receive the truth and the divine event meant for my life. Doing this is not just a digital interaction, it is a spiritual affirmation. It sends a signal to the universe that you are open, aligned, and standing in agreement with the next chapter of your soul's unfolding. And Scorpio, you will want to stay until the very last second of this message, because what is being revealed is not only extraordinary, it is sacred. It has the power to break chains, expose what's been hidden, and bring forth a blessing that has been delayed until now. So I ask you this with sincerity, not drama. Why do you think you're really here today? Could it be that your higher self already knew the answers you needed were waiting in this very moment? Let's find out together. Stay with me. What comes next will change the way you see everything. Scorpio, as we move deeper into this message, let's pause for a moment to understand the profound meaning behind this part of your journey. The energy surrounding you now is not random, it is intentional, intelligent, and deeply loving. The light that has appeared in your reading represents more than protection, it is awareness itself. It is the divine reminder that even in your darkest nights, you were never truly alone. Every wound, every betrayal, every silent tear you've ever shed has been noticed by something greater than your human perception could grasp. That light, Scorpio, is not only above you, it's within you. It pulses in the quiet corners of your being, waiting for your permission to expand. You see, astrology teaches us that transformation is written into the DNA of your sign. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, the planet of death and rebirth, endings and beginnings, decay and renewal. When life seems to fall apart, it is often Pluto's whisper reminding you that destruction and creation are the same breath, inhaled and exhaled by the universe itself. And when you feel that sudden wave of exhaustion, that strange ache in your spirit, that is the tension between who you were and who you are becoming. This is not punishment, it is purification. The protective light around you is not just symbolic. It is an energetic response to your willingness to heal. Imagine it like this: when you finally stop running from your pain, when you look it in the eyes with compassion instead of resistance, the universe mirrors that courage by sending assistance in every form: comfort, intuition, synchronicities, unexpected peace. The light is both your surrender and your shield. It knows what you have survived, and it rises within you the moment you choose to believe that your story isn't over. Now, let's bring this into your physical world, because the spiritual must always be grounded in the practical to become real. Your nervous system has carried the storms of transformation for too long. Stress, sleeplessness, fatigue, these are the body's ways of whispering, "I need light too." You don't need complex rituals to restore it. Simple things carry power. Drink water slowly, as if it's cleansing the memories stored in your cells. Replace chaos with a moment of breath before every decision. Feed your body what calms the heart: warm tea, natural foods, magnesium, the kind of nourishment that reminds your body it's safe to rest again. Healing does not always require dramatic change, often it requires consistency in gentleness. From an energetic perspective, visualization is not fantasy, it's language. When you imagine a white light surrounding you, you are communicating directly with your higher energy field. You are saying, "I am ready to receive peace." And the universe responds, because vibration precedes manifestation. That small practice of stillness every morning, the 5 minutes of conscious breathing, the image of light expanding around your shoulders, isn't only meditation. It's reprogramming your frequency to safety, clarity, and faith. Faith, after all, is the most advanced form of alignment. It is not passive hope, it is active trust. When scripture says, "Be still, and know," it's not asking you to stop moving, it's inviting you to move from awareness rather than anxiety. The light that surrounds you is the same light that heals through quiet confidence, the knowing that you are guided even when the path ahead is dim. In that stillness, you begin to sense how divine timing moves, not rushing, not delaying, but orchestrating everything so that healing happens in layers: emotional first, then spiritual, then physical. Scorpio, you are being rebuilt from the inside out. The cracks in your armor are not your downfall, they are openings through which grace can enter. Every fracture you've tried to hide is now becoming a window for light to shine through. That is how you evolve beyond fear. That is how your pain becomes your purpose. So when the next wave of uncertainty comes, don't resist it. Breathe, remember this truth, and say quietly to yourself, "This too is light entering." You are not alone in the dark. The light has always been part of you, waiting for you to believe in its warmth again. Scorpio, the presence of the contract and the wheel of fortune together in your reading is not a coincidence. It's a cosmic signature, a seal of divine timing written across your destiny. In astrology, Such alignment mirrors the moment when one chapter of your karmic story closes and another begins. This combination speaks of settlement, balance, and restoration of debts, promises, and lessons that have traveled with you across time, finally reaching their conclusion. What you are feeling right now, the shifts in your surroundings, the unexpected messages, the sense that something is aligning behind the scenes, are not random signs. They are indicators that the universe is balancing the scales on your behalf. The contract often represents more than a literal agreement or document. It symbolizes a sacred exchange between your effort and your evolution. Every sleepless night, every act of integrity, every quiet decision to stay true to yourself even when no one was watching, those moments have been recorded energetically. The wheel of fortune turns not for luck, but for justice. It's not about random chance, it's about resonance. You are finally aligning with what belongs to you, because your vibration now matches the abundance, stability, and recognition you once only dreamed of. Yet, Scorpio, as every astrologer knows, every expansion in the cosmos stirs both light and shadow. When Jupiter, the planet of opportunity, blesses your 8th house, the house of inheritance, shared resources, and transformation, it also stirs envy, curiosity, and energy from those not yet ready to see you rise. This is why the cards come with a quiet warning: hold your victories in sacred silence until they are secure. The universe often tests your ability to remain humble in moments of gain. You are learning that abundance requires not only gratitude but maturity. Think of it this way: when a tree bears fruit, it bends under its own weight. It does not boast, it simply allows the world to receive what it has grown. You are that tree right now. The roots of your perseverance have run deep, and now the fruit of your faith is ripening. But to keep it safe, you must protect it with presence, patience, and wisdom. Not everyone can understand the depth of your transformation, and that's perfectly fine. You do not owe explanation, you owe alignment. Financially and professionally, this period brings remarkable promise. It may manifest as a contract signed in your favor, an overdue payment finally arriving, a sudden opportunity that validates your years of hard work, or even an inheritance that carries emotional weight. But on a deeper level, this symbolizes something greater: karmic reimbursement. What was withheld is being restored. What was lost is finding its way back, multiplied. This is what astrologers call a karmic closure, a turning point when your inner frequency becomes the key that unlocks what once felt unreachable. However, every cosmic reward arrives with an invitation. Will you handle this power with grace? This is your moment to demonstrate balance. Guard your energy by staying grounded, spend time in nature, eat foods that keep your energy clean, and rest before rushing into new commitments. When you center yourself in calm observation, you allow clarity to speak louder than ego. As a practitioner of both energy work and self-healing, I can tell you this abundance does not come to fill the empty spaces in your life. It comes to amplify what is already stable within you. If you approach this moment with gratitude, humility, and quiet confidence, the flow of prosperity will not only enter your life, it will stay. Scorpio, you are not just signing a contract or receiving a gift. You are stepping into a new energetic agreement with your own evolution. The wheel turns because your soul has graduated. It's your moment to receive, but with gentleness, awareness, and discernment. Watch how the universe begins to align people, opportunities, and synchronicities to affirm this truth. What's unfolding isn't luck, it's divine recompense. And the more you trust the timing of your life, the more miracles you will quietly attract. Scorpio, when the cards reveal someone watching you, it is not meant to scare you, it is meant to awaken you. In the story of your sign, awareness is your superpower. The Seven of Swords often shows up when the energy around you becomes layered, when not everyone's intentions match their words. But rather than turning this into fear, see it as a mirror reflecting your own growth. Light naturally attracts attention. When you rise vibrationally, when you begin to manifest the things you once prayed for, those who have not yet faced their own shadows sometimes project theirs toward you. It isn't personal, it's energetic gravity. The brighter the flame, the more moths it draws. In astrology, this is Pluto's lesson again. Transformation demands discernment. Scorpio energy moves between extremes: trust and suspicion, intimacy and isolation, truth and illusion. You are the zodiac psychologist, the one who feels what others hide. So when this card appears, it's a cosmic reminder to honor that intuition, not suppress it. You are being guided to observe, not absorb. See people as they reveal themselves, not as you wish them to be. When the universe highlights a shadow around you, it is protecting your expansion, not punishing your openness. Energetically, this kind of observation is like standing at the edge of a storm and realizing you no longer have to step into it. You don't need to confront, prove, or fight. You only need to maintain your vibration so high, so calm, that lower energies can't reach it. Protection doesn't mean hiding, it means alignment. When you ground yourself in truth, dishonesty simply cannot coexist in your field. The practice is internal, not external. When you place your hand over your heart and remind yourself, I am surrounded by light, you are not performing superstition. You are commanding your nervous system to choose safety over fear, coherence over chaos. That one gesture is a declaration to your energy body: I choose peace. Science now understands what ancient mystics always knew: your heart generates an electromagnetic field several feet around your body. When you consciously breathe through the heart, you stabilize that field. Negative frequencies, jealousy, deceit, resentment cannot harmonize with coherence. They dissolve, like fog under sunlight. That's why simple actions, breathing, grounding, carrying something that symbolizes purity like sea salt or black tourmaline work, not because of magic, but because they anchor your awareness back into the present moment. Awareness is the true protection. Remember too, Scorpio, that every shadow you detect is also an invitation to practice compassion. Sometimes the person watching you is not plotting against you, they are lost in their own longing. Envy is often the most unspoken form of admiration, twisted by pain. When you refuse to mirror that pain back, you break the cycle. You rise instead of react. That's the real victory, the quiet mastery of your emotional energy. This moment asks you to set boundaries without closing your heart. Speak less about your goals. Move in silence, let your actions be your message. The right people will sense your light and align with it naturally. The wrong ones will drift away, unable to sustain the vibration. This is not loss, it is filtration. The universe is cleaning your path so that only truth remains beside you. From the perspective of the law of attraction, the more you focus on peace and faith in your own protection, the faster all discord dissolves. The energy that once felt like a threat becomes a teacher. It teaches you how powerful your presence truly is, how easily light commands respect when it refuses to dim itself. You don't have to fight the darkness, Scorpio. Just continue shining from a place of steadiness. So when you sense eyes watching or energies shifting, don't shrink. Take a slow breath, feel your heartbeat, and affirm quietly that you are guided, guarded, and grounded. Then return to your purpose. Because while others watch, you are being elevated. And no one can intercept what's divinely aligned for you. Scorpio, your silence right now is not emptiness, it is incubation. The universe is moving with precision, and every pause, every delay, every quiet hour where you feel invisible is actually sacred architecture forming around your destiny. In astrology, when Jupiter shines upon your 8th house, the realm of transformation, shared resources, and rebirth, it doesn't just bless you with abundance, it reshapes your entire foundation. This is the house of endings that birth beginnings, of death that conceives life, of hidden wealth that surfaces when the soul has matured enough to hold it. The message here is clear: prosperity is approaching, but it asks for stillness before it arrives. In cosmic terms, silence is not weakness. It is alignment. Think of the seed buried underground. It does not announce its growth. It simply absorbs light in darkness, gathering strength quietly until it breaks through the soil. That is you right now, Scorpio. The universe is working beneath the surface, threading unseen connections, aligning circumstances, and preparing the perfect timing for your manifestation to take form. If you reveal your plans too early, you interrupt the choreography of fate. Every masterpiece unfolds best when protected from premature exposure. Your energy is particularly magnetic at this time, and with magnetism comes curiosity. Others may feel drawn to your light, not out of love, but out of their own uncertainty. The law of attraction reminds us that energy responds to focus. When you share your vision with those not ready to understand it, you scatter your power. But when you hold it close, nurture it, and speak it only in prayer or journaling, that energy compounds. Silence becomes a multiplier. What you keep sacred grows stronger. The astrology of this phase also speaks of relocation or travel, not just in the physical sense, but an energetic migration. You may be leaving behind environments, people, or routines that once defined you. At first, it may feel disorienting, even lonely, like stepping into a new atmosphere without a map. But remember, Jupiter never expands without purpose. Every move you're guided to make now carries encoded blessings. Trust that this redirection is refinement, not rejection. The universe doesn't close doors to punish, it closes them to reroute you towards something greater. From an emotional healing perspective, silence can also be therapy. In quietness, the mind stops reacting and begins listening. It's in those still moments that clarity settles, revealing what truly deserves your energy. Think of it as tuning your internal frequency. When you're still, you can actually hear your intuition whispering. It's the same principle that great inventors, writers, and leaders understand. Creativity doesn't come from constant talking or proving, it comes from space. The less noise you entertain, the faster the guidance arrives. Practically, this is the time to simplify your life. Protect your peace like currency. When you're ready to make a big decision, whether it's signing a contract, moving homes, or starting a new chapter, let silence be your confirmation tool. If peace follows the thought, it's right. If anxiety follows, pause. Silence allows discernment to rise to the surface. Astrologically, your sign thrives in mystery because transformation requires privacy. Scorpio's power lies in what others cannot see, in the quiet revolutions happening behind the curtain. You are not being asked to hide out of fear, but to protect the sacred process that is reshaping your future. Every time you resist the urge to overshare, you strengthen your energetic field. Every time you choose patience over proof, you signal to the universe that you trust its timing more than human validation. Remember, growth in the dark is not delay, it's divine incubation. What's forming now will not only sustain you, it will bless generations after you. The road may feel uncertain, but that uncertainty is the bridge between the old life and the new. You are not lost, you are being redirected by cosmic precision. So stay silent, stay grounded, and stay faithful. When the time is right, the universe will turn your quiet season into a symphony of breakthrough. Scorpio, when the sun and the Fool appear side by side in your energetic reading, it signals a sacred intersection of renewal and innocence. You are not only stepping into a new chapter, you are being invited to return to yourself with openness, clarity, and the freedom to begin again. The sun shines on everything once hidden, and the Fool steps forward without fear, guided by instinct and trust. Together, they suggest that life is offering you a chance to soften what has hardened, to forgive what has weighed heavy on your heart, and to embrace the path ahead with gentle courage. What's coming into your field now is not just about external circumstances changing, it's about your internal permission to receive love again. Healing in this phase may come through human connection, both unexpected and long-awaited. You may hear from someone who once hurt you, someone who never had the words to say, "I'm sorry," until now. This could be a friend, a relative, or even a partner from a past season of your life. And in some cases, the energy of a loved one who has passed on is still moving through your present, offering messages through dreams, signs, or sudden feelings of peace. These are not random. They are signals from the soul realm, affirming that you are safe to release the storylines that no longer define you. But healing does not mean forgetting. And forgiveness does not mean access. This chapter of your journey is about discerning what deserves to remain in your inner circle and what must now live in the lessons of the past. Forgiveness, at its core, is an act of self-liberation. It does not require reconciliation. It is the act of unclenching your heart so that you are no longer carrying what was never yours to hold forever. When you choose to forgive, you untie the thread that kept you connected to pain. And in that release, you make space for deeper love to arrive. Love itself, in this energetic space, is being redefined for you. Venus and Neptune together soften the boundaries of your perception, allowing romantic energy to come through in unexpected, soulful ways. For some, this means meeting someone who sees you not just for what you do but for who you are. It may come through a shared passion, a work connection, or even a spiritual setting that opens both hearts at once. For those already in a relationship, this is a moment of returning to emotional intimacy, to curiosity, to presence. If you felt distant or stuck, this is your window to breathe new life into your bond through honest, gentle communication. Emotionally, your body needs tenderness too. Your nervous system has carried the weight of transformation and vigilance. Now, it's time to ground into rituals that nurture rather than deplete. Begin with rest. Prioritize a quiet bedtime routine, dim lights, soft music, no screens. Your sleep is when your spirit recalibrates. Add hydration throughout the day, not just for physical energy but because water holds and clears energy. It is the closest thing to moving light that we can hold in our hands. Movement is medicine now, too, not for pressure or performance, but for presence. A slow walk, morning stretches, deep breathing with your hand over your heart. These are sacred acts of returning home to your body. And finally, allow your relationship with abundance to shift. Wealth is not always currency. Sometimes it's peace. Sometimes it's clarity. Sometimes it's the feeling of knowing you're right where you're supposed to be. But even financially, the law of sowing and reaping reminds us that generosity rooted in joy always returns multiplied. When you give freely, not from obligation, but from authenticity, the universe finds miraculous ways to respond. Energy never leaves its source, it simply expands. Scorpio, you are not behind. You are not broken. You are simply in a moment of opening, of lightness, of forward movement. Keep your heart open, but wise. Keep your boundaries firm, but kind. And remember, what's coming next will feel like sunlight after a long, silent winter, not because the world changed, but because you did. Scorpio, this is not the moment to fear, this is the moment to remember who you are. You were never meant to hide in the shadows, you were born to rise from them. Every fall, every silence, every secret season you've endured has only been preparing you for the radiance that is now unfolding. The eyes that once watched you in doubt will soon witness your light expanding beyond measure. What's coming next isn't punishment, it's divine orchestration, a calling shaped perfectly for your soul's evolution. You are, after all, the sign of rebirth. You fall, you break, and then you become something even stronger than before. That is your nature. The upcoming event you've been sensing isn't meant to destroy you, it's meant to reveal you. It's the moment when everything hidden finds clarity, when truth becomes liberation. The universe and God never designed chaos without purpose. Every detour, every delay, every closed door was simply redirecting you toward alignment, toward the version of you that no longer fears your own power. So as you leave this message, take a deep breath and ask yourself, what if everything that once felt heavy was only training you to hold light? What if what's been taken from you was only clearing space for something far greater? You are standing at the edge of your next transformation, Scorpio, and this time, you are not meant to crawl through it, you are meant to fly. Before you go, I want you to pause and make a conscious declaration. In the comments below, write, I am ready for the truth and the great event of my life. That sentence isn't just a comment, it's an activation. It signals to your own subconscious, to the universe itself, that you are prepared to receive what has always been yours. By speaking it, you transform intention into manifestation. And if something within you stirred while you listened, if the message resonated deeply, like a quiet knowing awakening inside your chest, then let that be your sign. Don't leave this space unchanged. Like this video, share it with someone who might need a reminder that light always returns after the darkness, and subscribe to Miracle of the Sign, where we continue to explore the sacred rhythm of transformation together. Each time you interact here, you're not only helping the message spread, you're helping another soul remember their worth. So I'll leave you with this truth, Scorpio. You are not behind, and you are not alone. What you thought was an ending is the universe's way of shifting the spotlight back to you. You are being rewritten by grace, by resilience, by the mysterious compassion that holds all creation together. When the great event arrives, and it will, trust it. Let it unfold without resistance. Let the light within you rise above the noise. Because in the end, this journey has never been about what you lost, it has always been about what was waiting to be born through you. And when the world sees your transformation, they'll understand. It wasn't the darkness that defined you, it was the light you refused to stop carrying through it. Thank you for being here, for your time, your heart, your courage. Your presence keeps this space alive. Keep your faith, keep your peace, and keep shining. The light within you, Scorpio, is already stronger than the shadows around you.